You're in Newman. You're growing up. What was it like growing up in Newman? Like,
it's a small town. Everybody knows each other. I loved it. Had a lot of friends. I mean, pretty much it's your family, your classmates. You know, there was probably like a classmates of 60.
Wow, that's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you knew everyone growing up, and the classes didn't change. So it's like, here you have 7 periods. You know, there you're just the same people are coming in.
Yeah, you're like, oh, hey, what's up? Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, when you're like kindergarten to 5th grade, it's the same class.
You grew up together, pretty much.
And you had like 3 classrooms for all the students.
Yeah.
So we really generally loved each other.
Yeah.
And I still see
That's
that in a
nice.
lot of our classmates. We still communicate. I still have a lot of them on social media. We see each other, and it's like brother and sisters.
It's like an extended family,
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
Wow.
Were you the class clown? at all?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Who were you in class?
I was a little bully.
You were a bully. How long you been
Like,
the
who
boss
got
lady?
beat up by Lupe Medina?
I know, for life. She asked me, how long have you been the boss lady?
Yeah, before you became the boss lady for Just Life Financial, how long you been the boss lady? Like, at what age did you have that in you?
I think since, so it probably comes back, like Isaac was talking about it earlier, it comes back to subconsciously, I think you just had to do that. So when I was in Mexico, one of the things is my parents actually left us in Mexico. So when we actually stayed out there, you have to fend for yourself.
Yeah.
So we were with my older sister, and they came over here, they worked over here. I didn't see my parents for like 3 years.
Wow.
So that's probably where the mentality comes in.
How old were you when you didn't see them for 3 years?
Well, they left me at the age of like maybe 1.5.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So you did kind of grow up on your own.
Yeah. And I think that's where you get that mentality
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you
yeah.
kind of have to fend for yourself.
Right.
So was it your older
Makes
sister
sense.
that was kind of like your mom?
Yes. So I have one older sister, and she was pretty much raising all of the kids while
Okay.
my parents came over here, migrated, kind of worked, got the money together,
Yeah.
sent money back to Mexico, make sure that we were, you know, eating and
Yeah.
dressed and going to school. So the public schools down there, they actually don't have any public schools.
Oh,
So you have to pay for schooling.
wow.
And you have to pay for your lunch. So they don't feed you. If your parents don't take you food, you don't eat.
Dang.
So that's pretty much how that goes. So I know that the sacrifice that they did probably built that confidence and that mentality that as an adult you now have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just kind of had to grow up a lot faster than maybe someone that maybe had everything just there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it ended up being a good thing. You know, a
Yes.
lot of times they say all the adversities, like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It actually makes you more mentally tough, which also makes you successful.
Right.
Because success is mental toughness. When mental toughness meets opportunity, that equals success, right?
Yes.
You have to be tough because I mean, we'll talk about your business in a minute, but you know, as you know, and I know, we're both kind of entrepreneurs, and we know that, you know, people think like a job is difficult. I mean, a job is easy, or the job is easy or difficult, but entrepreneur, that's like the wild, wild west.
Yes.
Like there's nobody helping you. There's
Correct.
nobody telling you this. Like you have to do it,
Correct.
you know, and if you don't do it, you don't do it.
And
Like
you learn by your mistakes.
You don't get paid.
yeah. Thank you for saying that, because you reminded me. So in school, like we're trained from young to be employees. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yes.
You show up, the bell rings, you sit down.
Yes.
The bell rings, you go to lunch.
Yes.
The bell rings, you come back. The bell rings, you take a little break. The bell rings, they send you home. And in school, you can't mess up. What
Correct.
happens? You get a bad grade.
Correct.
You fail the class. At a job, you can't mess up. You get written up, you get fired. In business, that's how you learn.
Yes.
You screw
Quick.
it all up.
Quick.
Yeah. Yeah. And so a lot of times if you know, and I had to break for that employee mold too, because we're, you know, it's not our fault. We're programmed since little kids, like
Yes.
to be employees. Right. But, you know, it's the constant struggle between, you know, the employee mindset is like you wait for things to happen, and the entrepreneur is like, I'm going to go make it happen.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I can't wait. I can't do it. I had to put all this work in. So, yeah, I think that kind of helped you, you know, with your upbringing. And